All right, boys, man. Welcome back to another YouTube video. The 2026 run is coming up actually tomorrow. I'm filming this video on December 31st. Bruh, it's time to go harder in 2026. As y'all know, 2025, I would say, was a good-ass year. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We locked in. We did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? We did over 6 figures. And, you know, we made a lot of money. I could have done better, though. I really could have done a lot better this year. Could have done around, like, 7. But if I really would have, like, locked all the way in, but I was distracted. But this year, bro, we gotta go harder. We gotta go stronger. If you're not making more money each year, then what are you doing with your life? Every year there has to be an improvement in some type of area in life, whether it's fitness or, you know what I'm saying, the money situation, your social skills. It could literally be anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's getting more girls, relationships, building better relationships, whether it's traveling more. You need to always be doing something to put yourself in a better position for the next year. So if you didn't move anywhere in 2025, 2026 is your best chance at it, because now you got exactly 12 months because you're actually seeing this at the right time. Every year, you need to be moving into another position every single year. It doesn't matter. As long as you're moving, okay? I'm just saying, don't be doing the same shit that you was doing last year. Because listen, that's not the example of God. Every single year, or, you know, just in the Bible in general, God always expanded. I ain't gonna say every year, my bad. But God always expanded. He always expanded to just be better. Like, he never stopped expanding. So that's what we need to do. We need to keep on raising our consciousness. Keep on doing better in life. Keep doing the right things, the right habits. We have to make sure we're always doing better than we did last year. We're not in the same position. Because I tell you, I notice when people who don't do nothing every single year and they don't change their position, some people, they die a lot sooner. Why do you think when people retire, these people, they die not too many years after? Because they're sitting on the couch and they're doing nothing. So God is constantly moving. So that's what you need to be doing. You need to be constantly moving, okay? Because you probably won't survive. And then if you do survive, 9 times out of 10, you're still working and you're still active. That's all I'm saying. Just still be at least active, bro. Even if I still want you to move, though. I'm not saying be active and sit in the same spot. Because what kind of life is that? You haven't experienced anything. See, that's a terrible way of living, okay? Unless you're truly happy with what you're doing. But even if you are truly happy, you still want to always move up. You feel me? It don't have to be in that area. You can always, it's always room to improve. Nobody on this earth is actually perfect and everything like that. So take on that experience. Go move, go study. You know what I'm saying? Travel, experience the world. You know what I'm saying? Do things that you've never done before that you're actually interested in doing. And if you don't have nothing, go help other people. This is actually how you keep on moving in life. You have to keep moving. 2026 is right around the corner. And I feel like if you watch videos like this anyways, like self-improvement kind of content videos, 9 times out of 10, you're improving anyways. But you need to just be doing better. Stop telling everybody what you're going to do, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Go ahead. Do that shit yourself. Don't talk about it, because when you talk about it, you're releasing dopamine. So you don't want to release that dopamine and then you don't do it, right? So don't just talk. Make sure we're acting and taking the actions to go ahead and do so. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing all that. Stop all that talking. There's no need to talk. Like I said, when you start talking about the plan, you end up not doing it. So just go do it first. Then go ahead and talk about it and release the dopamine. So, because when y'all talk about what y'all going to do for this year and tell everybody y'all plans, what happens is these motherfuckers out here, they hear you. They might even steal your plans. It could always go bad, or you just don't do it. And then you be talking about doing the same shit the next year. That's the dumb shit. Why would you talk about, there's a lot of people that talk about what they was going to do in 2024, saying the same shit in 2025. Take the fucking sacrifice. If you trying to be some millionaire or some shit, stop telling everybody that you're trying to be a well, you can tell everybody you're trying to be a millionaire, but stop telling people what you're trying to do, though. Like, how you're going to get there. Because guess what? You're going to be saying the same shit next year because you ain't locked in. You ain't focused. I literally got people around me that's done the same shit. Even though I did talk about it, but I still progressed. Like, I'm still progressing, though. It's not like I just talking about that shit and I didn't move nowhere. Motherfuckers are talking about that shit and literally not moving. Ain't that some shit? I know y'all got people like that. But preferably, it's best to not talk about the plan. Because if you talk about it, people are just gonna, like I said, you're not gonna do it, and then some people might steal your plans. That's why it's just best to shut the fuck up until you make that shit happen. Make that shit happen first, then go ahead and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Then talk about your accomplishments. Because in theory, don't nobody give a fuck. And remember, Nobody is coming to save you in 2026, okay? No one came to save you in 2025. No one came to save you in 2024. And no one came to save you in 2023. You're the only person that can really fuck this shit up, okay? Nothing is holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're single and you don't have a girlfriend and you're free and all that. No one can hold you back. And if you do have a girlfriend and kids, still do it. And I'm going to give you a little secret if you're having trouble with doing this. Understand that everything comes from within, okay? You have to change your insides. You have to change the way you think. That is the number one step. Everything you're trying to do, it starts off with an idea. Money is nothing but an idea. It was a thought first before it was actually created. Before the dollar was actually printed, it was a thought first. If you see a business like KFC, it was a thought first before it actually became reality. Everything you see around us is manifestations of the mindset. Everything came from the mind. Everything you see around me, everything you see around you in your environment, even this phone that you're watching on, or this tablet or this computer, it started off with an idea. Understand that everything comes from within. So if you're having kids or girlfriend problems or baby mama problems or any of that bullshit, even for the ladies, if you having, baby daddy problems and, you got kids and it's hard for you to do what you need to do, understand that you need to set some time aside every night before you go to sleep. You need to visualize and see yourself the way you already want to see yourself. Understand that there's multiple, dimensions and all that. Understand that you have to just tap into it. You have to just tap into that version. There's infinite versions of you. Once you tap into that version of you, guess what? The world will have to reshape itself and conform to whatever it is. And the way you do this is by persistence. Affirmations are good, but it's really visualization, okay? Only persistence can do this. And understand that you don't have to worry about the outside. So whatever you're going through, understand that you can fix it within the mind. I say visualize it till it becomes the tones of reality. What does the tones of reality mean? Very vivid, where it looks completely real like this. You see how everything looks real around me? Until it looks completely real. And that's how you know you got it. When it looks real, you have emotion involved, and then you go to sleep. Now, this might take 2-3 hours of meditation, but if you're disciplined enough, you can really change your reality. Even if you went to bed every night, an hour before bed of meditation, and you visualize where you want it to be, guess what? With feeling, the world will have no choice but to conform. So understand that everything is a mental game first. Change your mental first, and the world around you has no choice but to shape itself. You don't have to worry about the outside because you're going to go through the bridge of incidents anyway. You don't have to worry about it. Let God worry about the outside. But if you already know what you want to do, find something you love to do and visualize yourself successful in whatever that thing is. Everything is a mindset, no matter what. So focus on the mindset and understand that the reality is yours. You can have anything in this world because you know what God said? All things are possible with God. All things. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments down below. I'm going to catch y'all next video. And go hard in 2026, man. Peace.